Messiah drank. Right?
But no, but this is the thing that they say, about drinking. You can't, if you're a Christian, you shouldn't be drinking. If you drink, if you dance, you're dancing with the devil.
Hey, listen, we about to get on. We about to shut all of that down about pastors real quick.
I'm just gonna surrender.
Hold that. Give me that. Genesis 49 and 12.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
Matthew 11, 19. His eyes shall be what?
His eyes shall be red with wine.
His eyes shall be what?
Red with wine.
This is a prophecy of the Messiah coming. Remember, what was his first miracle? What did he do at a wedding?
Oh, he turned the water into wine.
Why he turned water into wine? Because they was about to get down.
They was going to celebrate.
He said, ain't no wine in this joint.
Right.
Pull out them two things right there, man. And I'm going to pop.
Right.
We about to party.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
The Messiah.
Right.
His eyes shall be what?
His eyes shall be red with wine.
He had red eyes. Even when you go into the description, it said his hair in his head was white like wool, and his eyes shone like a flame of fire. It means his eyes was red with wine. Right? All right. Give me that. Give me hold that. Give me yeah, give me that.
The book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verse 19.
Right?
The Son of Man came eating and drinking.
And what?
Eating and drinking.
Uh-huh.
And they say, behold, a man of gluttonous and a wine bibber.
So they called him greedy and drunk. The people called the Messiah greedy and a drunk. But he wasn't a drunk. He drank in moderation, but he was drinking wine like I don't know what. You got some people will be able to tolerate that wine. So they was calling him a glutton and a wine bibber. So drinking is not against the law. Drunkenness.
Right.
Filthy drunkenness, sloppy drunk, that's against the law. Give me Sirach 31:27. Hold that. No, hold that. I got something for you. Hold that. 31:27.
The book of Sirach, chapter 31 and verse 7.
She got a question? 31:27. You got a question? 31:27. Tell her she got a question. We gonna answer that, John full. Come on. Sirach 31:27.
The book of Sirach, chapter 31 and verse 27.
Right.
Wine is as good as life to a man.
Wine is what?
Is as good as life to a man. If it be drunk moderately.
If it be done what?
Drunk moderately.
Go ahead.
What life is then to a man that is without wine?
What's life is good without wine?
But that's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to figure out. I'm saying now.
What life is good without wine?
Okay, check this out. Check this out.
Right.
Check this out though, for real. Like I've heard, and I know, pastors and stuff that, they have nice big old, luxurious houses and pools in the backyard and all this kind of stuff. And I'm saying now, you mean to tell me that you don't drink no wine, you don't, after all this, you don't come home and chill and just drink some wine, just enjoy life, just enjoy yourself.
Right.
So they say, no, we don't drink. And I'm like, how could you not? So that was, I was like, okay. So, oh God.
Yeah, go ahead, finish up.
What is life then to a man that is without wine? For it was made to make men glad.
That's right.
Wow.
For it was what?
Made to make men glad.
Wow.
Wine measurably drunk in a season bringeth gladness of the heart.
What do it do?
Bringeth gladness of the heart.
If it's measurably drunk in season.
Okay.
And in season means at the right time. Right? Probably when you're not mad or trying to, you know what I mean?
Right.
Hold on, brother. Go ahead.
And cheerfulness.
And what?
And cheerfulness of the mind.
And cheerfulness of the mind. Go ahead.
But wine drunken with excess.
Wine drunken with what?
Excess. Maketh bitterness of the mind.
Right. Go ahead.
With brawling and quarrel.
With what?
Brawling and quarrel.
That's why you see some people when they get drunk, they get mad and they fight all the time.
That's why we got a gun.
And arguing all the time. Right. see what I'm saying?
Right.
Remember the brother up here last time?
Right,
Roll- just
right,
roll
right,
past,
right,
and
right.
roll back. He
Right.
was up here trying to quarrel and brawl.
Right.
Bike
Right?
man.
Right.
Bike man.
What you got, brother?
Both of them got
What
this.
tribe where I'm from? What tribe you from?
Both of them.
Where your father from? I mean, what's his background?
Black.
He black, no native or none of that in there?
African American.
Tribe of Judah, the same tribe Christ came from. Who the world ignorantly called Christ. You got a question, sis?
Yeah, my tribe.
Okay. Where your father from?
Well, my mom's side Native American.
Your mother? Where your father?
father.
You don't know?
He said Cherokee.
He Cherokee?
That's what he said.
Your father. So he either Gad or Reuben. Seminole Indians. Right? You heard about you being an Israelite before? You ever heard about that? You ever heard about the 12 tribes of Israel, God's chosen people before? Right? So our people, if you ever heard of the Jews or the Jewish man, they stole our identity. Right? And they riding off of our history of being God's chosen people. That's why they get all the aid and everything every year, because they riding off a lie saying they God's chosen people. And everybody's behind them because as long as they keep us down, everybody gonna rule. It's their kingdom. Once we up, they ass finished. Over. Y'all know niggas don't let nobody, we come in and take everything over. Right? Give me Psalms 83. Let me show you what the other nations did to y'all. Show y'all what the other nations, what's up, Unc? How they came together and did what they did to us. Psalms 83 and 1.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Keep not thou silence, O God.
So guess what? This is King David crying out in the spirit. King David said, keep not thou silence, O God. Go ahead.
Hold not thy peace.
That's right. Hold not thy peace. Make a move. Go ahead.
And be not still, O God.
Uh-huh.
Below thine enemies make a
Below what?
tumult.
Below what?
Below thine enemies make a tumult.
So David said, God, your enemies. Your enemies. Pastor should tell you God has enemies.
Right.
He said, your enemies make an angry gathering. That's what the tumult is. An angry gathering. Go ahead.
And they that hate thee,
They that do what?
and they that hate thee,
Uh-huh.
have lifted up their head.
So these other nations, they hate the Most High. They that hate you, God, they got proud as hell. Have lifted up the head. Go ahead.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have did what?
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
So they got proud and they took crafty counsel. They got slick and took counsel. What?
And they have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
He said they took crafty counsel against God's people. Not for them, against them. Go ahead.
And consulted against thine hidden ones.
And consulted against who?
Against thine hidden ones.
Against the hidden ones. Hold this out. Give me Matthew 18:11. Let's see who the hidden ones is. Give me, matter of fact, give me Matthew 15:24. Matter of fact, 18:11 first. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and have done what? Consulted against who?
Have consulted against thy hidden ones.
Hold that. Give me Matthew 18:11.
The book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 11.
Uh-huh.
For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against who?
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
The Son of Man did what?
For the Son of Man has come to save that which was lost.
So the lost ones is the hidden ones, right? Give me Matthew 15:24. The Son of Man came to save that which is lost. If you go into a new translation, that's not in the Bible. Matthew 18:11 in new translations, they not in the Bible. Go ahead.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter
See,
15.
now once you connect back, then you can find out who was lost, who the Son of Man came to save that which is lost. It's telling you who he came to save. Go to 15:24.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24.
Uh-huh.
But he answered and said, I am not sent,
I am not sent, go ahead,
but
only, go
to
ahead,
the lost sheep of house of Israel.
the who?
The lost sheep of the house of Israel.
He just said, I came, the Son of Man was sent to save those that was lost. He said the sheep, the house of Israel is the lost ones, right? They have taken crafty counsel against who?
Against thy people.
Uh-huh.
And consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones, thy lost ones. Go ahead.
They have said,
What these other nations say?
they have said,
Uh-huh.
come, let us cut them off from being a nation.
What these other nations do?
Come, let us cut them off from being a nation.
That's why we don't have no seat in the United Nations. They say, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. Go ahead.
That the name of
You
Israel,
know the name of African American.
that the name of Israel
Uh-huh.
may be no more in remembrance.
Remember it said we was gonna our name was gonna cease from amongst men. That the name of who?
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
So they said, let us cut them off from being a nation. They took crafty counsel against us to cut us off from being a nation. So that the name of Israel, Israel means is Yasha'Allah in Hebrew. He, Yah, Shar, Prince, Allah, power. He, Prince, power. He, the Son of God. So they wanted us to forget that we are the sons and daughters of God.
That's right.
That the name of Israel may be what?
May be no more in
They
remembrance.
wanted us to forget that thing. Yep. Go ahead.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
You ever think why are all these other nations so comfortable with us on the bottom? None of them came down play. None of them. None of them complain about what's going on with us or nothing. They have consulted together with what?
With one consent.
Uh-huh.
They are confederate against thee.
And confederate is League of Nations, the United Nations. That's what confederate means, League of Nations. So they are confederate against the Israelites. So when you see them United Nations and they got meetings and all of that, they going against us. We don't have a seat there. They going against us, right? They are confederate against thee. Go ahead.
They are confederate against thee.
Uh-huh.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The chief house of Edom, the so-called white man. Now it's naming God's enemies who did all of this. The tabernacles of Edom, which is the so-called white man. Go ahead.
And the Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites, the Arabs, our people that's in the Islam. They had us in slavery too. The Arabs, the Ishmaelites. Go ahead.
Of Moab.
The Moab, the Chinese. Go ahead.
And the Harjees.
The Hagarenes.
The
is
Hagarenes.
Africans. We not Africans. The Hagarenes too. Go ahead.
Gabal.
Gabal is more Africans. Go ahead.
And Ammon.
Ammon is the Japanese. Go ahead.
And Amalek.
Amalek is the fake Jews. They are the Amalek is the grandson of Esau. Amalek is the chief tribe of the Edomites. That's why they the Jewish people and they get all of these reparations or whatever they so-called get. This aid. Amalek. Go ahead.
The Philistines.
The Philistines, more Africans. Go ahead.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
The other Africans. When we was reading about the Africans, the Tyre and Zidon and them taking us into captivity last time you was out here. What you talking about? Go ahead.
As Asher
And Assyrians, the Assyrians. Go ahead.
also is joined with them.
That's right. All these other nations, they came together. All of them are against us. All of them. Go ahead.
They have helped the children. Salakia. They have helped the children of Lot.
The Assyrians helped the children of Lot, which is the Moabites and the Moabites and the Ammonites, which is the Chinese and Japanese. That's who helped the children of Lot take us down, oppress us. Go ahead.
Salah.
Salah means pause. Go ahead.
Do unto them.
What do we asking the Most High to do?
Do unto
What
them.
is David asking the Most High to do?
Do unto them.
Go ahead.
As unto the Midianites.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites, because the Most High wiped the Midianites out. He destroyed the whole nation of the Midianites. Go ahead.
As to Sisera.
Uh-huh.
As to Jabim.
Uh-huh.
At the brook of Kishon. Which perished at Edna. They became as dung for the earth.
What did they become?
They became as dung for
They
the earth.
became like shit. The Most High made their bodies like shit on the earth to be stepped on, like doo-doo. That's what dung is. Doo-doo. Go ahead.
Make their nobles like Orem.
Make what?
Make their nobles like Orem.
Uh-huh.
And like Zeeb.
Uh-huh.
Zeb.
Go ahead.
Yeah, all their princes as the